maybe we read a translation that we know what we are chanting here. Namamishwaram Satchitanandarupam Lasat Kundalam Gokula Bhajamanam. I offer my pranam to the Supreme Lord, Sri Krishna, whose form is Satchit Ananda, whose shark-shaped earrings swing and play upon his checks. He is the supreme splendor in the Gokul Dham. After breaking the yogurt pot, being afraid of Mother Yashoda, he jumps down from the wooden mortar and runs away quickly. When chased by Mother Yashoda, who runs after him, he is ultimately caught from behind. So I offer my pranam to that Damodar, who, afraid of the stick seeing in his mother's hand, cries and rubs his eyes frequently with his lotus hands, whose eyes express extreme fearfulness, whose soaping makes the jeweled pearl necklaces upon his neck shiver, and whose belly is bound only with his mother's pure devotion. So with great love I offer my pranam 100 times to that Damodar, Sri Krishna, whose childhood pastimes, like being bound in a rope, immerses the inhabitants of Gokula in pure bliss, and who lets his devotees realize that he is naturally conquered by chaste devotees, who are desirous of knowing his supreme opulence and majesty, and are free from knowledge of his Aishwarya. O referred Deva, you are capable of granting any boon. I do not pray to you for liberation, eternal life in Vaikunta, or for any other benediction, O Lord. May your form as a cowherd child remain manifest forever in my heart. Except this, I have no need of any other benediction. O Lord, may your lotus-like face, which adorned with glossy black curling locks, and kissed by Mother Yashoda again and again, and beautified by lips as red as bimba flutes, always remain visible in my heart. All other thousands of attainments are useless to me. Pranam to you, O Deva, O Damodar, O Ananda, who are endowed with inconceivable potency. O all-pervading Vishnu, O my Master, be pleased with me. I am sinking deeply in the ocean of sorrow. Favor me by showering the rain of your gracious glance upon this surrendered soul. He is so pitiable fallen, and grant me your darshan, vision. O Damodar, although you were bound to the mortar with ropes tied by Mother Yashoda, you have mercifully liberated the two sons of Kuvera, who were cursed by Narada to stand as Arjuna trees, and gifted them with your love. In the same way, kindly bestow upon me the same Prema Bhakti is my soul longing. I have no desire for any other type of liberation. O Damodar, I offer my obeisances to the exalted rope binding your belly. I also offer obeisances to your belly, which is the source of effulgence and the mainstay of the entire universe. Time and again I offer my obeisances to Srimati Radhika, your dear most beloved, and I offer my obeisances 100 times to your wonderful unlimited pastimes. So this Kartik month, we should remember these pastimes, and He's very mercifully may bless us. Somebody here, yes. If there's any question on this, or any comments by you.
Adjective chaste devotee. I don't know in Sanskrit the origin, but to me it sounds strange because generally you say the chaste woman. But if the chaste devotee, then perhaps because it's loyal just to Krishna.
Can be a woman, can be a cowherd boy or gopi. Chaste means we are absolute surrendered. We have no other idol or some other interest in anything else. This meaning of chaste in this relation. You did not hear this. You did not hear this before. This is important points if you want to understand real life, real spiritual understanding. Then you have to realize that Krishna, Damodar, Vishnu, whoever form here accepts, it is reality. Not what I think, what I project on him, not what my imagination or my speculation. This is, if we speculate on this point, we will never attain the lotus feet and the service, the mercy of Supreme Lord. Because what is necessary is absolute surrender to the Lord. Yes, my Lord, I'm ready. Whatever you arrange, whatever your desire is, I'm yours. And this is conclusion also in this Shikshashtaka by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Ashli seva binastu mamatasana mamhatam karotuha tadi handala bhaktiya tiristatana huizi. Either you may punish me, or you may even kill me, as you like, or you may impress me, or you may be so merciful to accept me as your service. Whatever you desire, you will always be my Lord. My life, my everything belongs to you. And this is bhakti. Everything else is speculation. Whatever we speculate about these things is jnana. Jnana yoga means we can come to the plane of praman, but you have no personal relation. you cannot attain. Jnana Shunya Bhakti. When you want to enter the transcendental plane, then Jnana has to be rejected. Because Jnana is based on our conception of what we experience in this material world. There's complete difference in the spiritual world. Yes, we have to reject this because this is conditioning us. We just have to accept the divine desire of the Lord. And when he sees that our heart is pure and we are really looking for him, we really want relation, then we will be tested and we have to prove it. And sometimes devotees get tested in many ways. You really sincere? You really want this? Or you have some other ideas? You do not want to give up your control, your desire. No, we give up everything. We surrender everything. This is bhakti. And such soul you will not find. Very rarely you will find in this world. So, but they are there. And how can we meet them? How can we get contact with such great souls? Who can really explain or who can show us by our sincerity? Because if we want to take over, if we want to control our life by our speculation, by our knowledge, we are hopeless. It's not possible because the transcendental world, the world of Goloka, is not understandable by mundane conception of life. We want to just turn it, our mundane understanding, what is happiness, what is service, according to our understanding. But no, everything you have to give up. And he is the Lord. He will, and we are. So such persons who have surrendered fully, who are 24 hours always in relation with the Lord, you will not find very easy. Even if you find it, you will find fault in them. You will find, oh, they are not following the rules proper or whatever. They beyond rules and regulations. They are already with Krishna, Damodar, and Radharani, and maybe the Gopas, where whatever relation they have developed. But the relation is not artificial. They live this. They have their relation to the eternal associates of the Lord. Through by connecting themselves with such high-class transcendentalists who are already actually living in the transcendental plane. So there's, we are in the beginning stage here, but still we are reading from high realized souls. We are hearing how to surrender, how to become a member of the transcendental world. So we shall approach him, remembering that he is still living It is not a stereotype thing. We should not expect only what was done once before. If you expect the same thing, it will only reassure us by its repetition that he is not a living being, that divinity is under historical law. Should we think that in the past he showed himself in a particular way, so he is compelled to show himself in that way always? Is he not living today? There's also a question. Maybe Krishna is not yet is hiding, or how can he tolerate what's going on in this material world? This is blindness, this is ignorance, illusion. He is not living today. Can he not show anything new? At every moment, every second, he can show everything in quite a new way. So our heart should open wide when we approach the highest authority of the absolute plane of play. That means surrender is limitless, and his play of our lila is also limitless. So with that sort of deep vision, we shall try to read his lila. So also Brahma and the other gods and gurus and the givers of many shastras may have given some description of his pastimes. We shall have to realize that Krishna's pastimes are not bound by their description. Krishna is not confined within a cage. So we cannot put Krishna that he is always performing his pastime in the same way. Maybe in a similar way because it's eternal, but never in the same way. He's not bound by their description, what we hear. We hear many stories about in the Puranas, in the Bhagavatam. They are not all have the same. They are not all the same, but there are difference between. But this is by those within who experience, who are living in this plane. So we cannot find fault in someone if he tells it in a little different way. Because Krishna's will and Krishna's pastimes eternal, and they change also. What do we in this material world? We think here is real. We can enjoy this and this and this. And we're running for these things. And on the end, we forget that we are running since many lifetimes for the same thing, but in a different understanding. Or we always want to renew. If something is not working, then let us do it in another way. So we're making the same in this material world. This is also, it is called Nityapada. Someone who is imprisoned in this material world is called Nityapada. He is also, his pastimes are the same. All living beings running, who take part in this world, they're running for the same thing. And this is, my senses want to be satisfied. I want to be happy, but we forget Krishna in this way. We have forgotten him. So for this reason, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu did not hesitate to give a description of the bewilderment of Brahma, Brahma Vimohan Lila. Brahma was bewildered in Krishna Lila in Vrindavan. And again, when Brahma wants to have an interview with Krishna in Dwarka, we find the same condition. The boundary of the sweet will of the infinite is such that anything can be accommodated there. And even Lord Brahma, the creator of the universe, can be perplexed by Krishna. So all these pastimes are like so many lighthouses showing us which way to go. So Brahma is our guru, but he was bewildered by Krishna. And Vedavyas, the universal guru, was also chastised by Narada. Narada was put to the test many times. All these examples are showing us the way. They are pointing out the direction. It is said, Shruti-piya Vikraya Gayam. The authentic books about the revealed truth are only showing the way. They say go in this direction. Where? We do not exactly know, but you may go in this direction. They are only showing the direction. All the Shrutis, the guidance given by the scholars and revealed truth, give some direction. Go this way, in this direction, perhaps you may find it. So Krishna says, Vedaischa savai aham eva vedyo. All the Vedas are intended to reveal me, the infinite. They mean to show how the infinite is moving. If I analyze one atom within my fist, I can analyze it again and again and realize it to no end. It is already within my fist, and yet it is infinite. So it has been said that we may get maximum benefit by surrendering. Krishna says, give up all your prejudice and the limitations thrown from the limited world, and be open. Then it will be easy for the infinite to cast different shades of light on your soul and your knowing faculty. And then it will be easier for you also to cleanse your plane of understanding. Cleanse your glass, the mirror of your heart. In connection with the infinite, you will find that everywhere there is center, nowhere is circumference. But to realize this, you must try to live in eternity, in Vaikunta. Kunda means measurement. Vaikunta means no crookedness, no limit, no measure. That is Vaikunta. Means it is unlimited, it has no border. Everything is possible there. When Krishna opened his mouth, Yashoda was astonished to find the entire universal creation. Did you see? Somebody has seen the mouth of others. You saw the universe. All the universes, all the creation. How is it possible? In his belly, they say in Damodarastakam, the whole universe, the whole creation is there. With the mundane understanding, with material understanding, we are not able to understand. The whole universe, the infinite, indefinite. At that moment she almost fainted. But then her cat cried aloud. And Krishna, as if he was very much afraid of the sound of the cat, caught hold of his mother out of fear Then at once Yashoda apprehension disappeared. She thought, oh no, he's my son. There's no representation of the infinite within him. He's my son. And she embraced him. When Brahma took away the cowherd boys and calves, he thought that he had created someone in the Leela, but he came to find it flowing just as it had been. Not even the least part of it had been disturbed. So Krishna had expanded himself to become the calves and the cowherd boys. When Krishna himself took the form of all the calves and cowherd boys, then the mothers felt an infinite type of affection. So much so that they could not understand, but were rather entranced, thinking, how beautiful these boys are. And the cows were also mad to show their affection to those calves. So it means he expanded himself to his boyfriend's cowboy, and the cows, just like before, and the mothers, the parents, and the cow, mother cow, they feel very attracted and fell in love with their son very much. They could not understand what is happened. Then Brahma thought, have those cowherd boys and calves that I have stolen come here steadily to join him. Again he went to see where he had hidden them. He saw, no, the boys and calves were, I kept them in the cave of the mountain. They are there. Again he returned where the Krishna was and saw everything continuing as it had been. At that time Brahma surrendered and was reassured. He spoke the following prayer. Now midya the Bhavabhuze Dadi Brahmaraya Kunjavatam Sa Balibijala Sanmukaya Vanyasraje Kavalat Travishan Ravenu Lakshmiriya Mritum Rashubangajaya. This is in 10th canto. He spoke this prayer. I offer my prayers unto you, O praise O dear Lord, who are the child of the cowherd Nanda. Your complexion is the dark blue color of a thunder cloud, and you are clad in silk garments that shine like lightning. Your charming face is adorned with kunjamala, and your hair is decorated with a peacock feather. You look beautiful, wearing a garland of forest flower, and that beauty is enhanced by the morsel of food in your left hand. This also, sometimes, they cannot understand why he's holding the laddu in the left hand. We are not touching with the left hand and eating from the left hand. Krishna's laws are different, transcendental. So you look beautiful wearing a garland, forest flower, and that beauty is enhanced by the morsel of fallow horn and a stick for herding cows. Tucked beneath your left arm you hold a flute and other emblems, and your feet are so soft as lotus. That is the general meaning of this verse. The internal meaning of this verse always is this. Honorable One, we submit our prayers to you. Who are you? You are unseeable, unfeelable, unknown, and unknowable. Your complexion is the color of a black cloud, and therefore you are very difficult to see. But you can be seen because of your yellow garb. The yellow is Radharani's color. So only by the help of Krishna's potency can it be ascertained. Who is Tadit means lightning. By the help of lightning we can see black cloud at night. So although Krishna is unknown and unknowable, his potency can reveal him to us. You are the venerable entity I have come to know. Now I bow down to you. Your body is like that of a black cloud. That is some mystic representation. Black generally cannot be detected, but your dress of yellow color helps us to know what you are. It is carrying some similarity to the yellow dress of Narayan. Your black body and yellow dress hints towards the personification of Narayan. You are unknown and unknowable yourself. But your yellow dress, your potency make you known to us. And you come down to reveal as if you were one in our position. You are dressed as a cowherd boy, playing in the jungle with a lump of foodstuffs in your hand. That assists us in ascertaining who you are. And you adore ordinary things. Even the garland that you wear is collected from ordinary jungle flowers. Your taste appears to be for lower things. And all these signs are misleading us. You take a morsel of food in your hand and run after cows. That is a sign of being low class. The higher caste people like Brahmanas and Kshatriyas cannot move like this or behave in such a way with their food. The instrument you carry, a bamboo flute, is also unsophisticated, and your stride is short. All this is misleading us to have a lower conception of you. You're hiding yourself. So how can we understand you? What fault is there on our part? Then for not recognizing your supremacy, it is difficult to accept that you, Krishna, are the master of everything. You have so many plain ornaments, we don't find anything that is gorgeous or filled with splendor here in Vrindavan. We are accustomed to find those things in Vaikuntha, but this is new. You have come here to show your playful pastimes. Here in Vrindavan we have come across a new conception, and it is wonderful, plain and charming, plain yet most attractive. With simply ordinary things you have decorated yourself, but you are so extraordinarily charming. It is impossible to understand and to describe. Generally in this world the position cowherd boy is of not real significance. They represent the lower section of society. But here in Vrindavan, such a position is wonderful and charming, that we find all attractive, hypnotizing us. So, and your movement is very slow, but sure. Your movement is very slow, but sure. Your movement is such that you don't care for anything else in this world. Though you are in a lower position, your posture is such that apparently you don't care for anything in this world. In you we find the highest conception, garbed in a very plain way, but a very wonderful way. In connection with you, things of ordinary value become charming. Although I am the creator and have created everything, I fail to understand the sort of creation. I am proud that I have created so many things in the world. But I am overwhelmed to see the beauty of the environment here in Vrindavan. Here your movement is slow, but sure and beautiful. You may be the son of a human being who keeps the cows. This is not a very high status in the society or in the scriptures, but it is the nature of your personality, that whatever you do, you make it hold the highest position. What is this? Whoever you may be, when vanity is defeated, I take refuge at your holy feet, I surrender. Please help me to understand what you really are. In this way, Brahma surrendered. So Krishna is beyond the understanding even of the creator of the universe. He is infinite. And he is infinite not only in the consideration of space, but also in consideration of time. He is infinite in every sort of consideration. Infinite. His infinite potency is represented in consciousness, in existence, and then in dealings of love. So the last part we can hear tomorrow about the absolute sweetness. Some comments or some question? From where? All what we hear here is explained in the Shastras also. And the writer of this book, he is a personal associate of the Lord. So he can tell you how it is going. But for materialists it's very difficult to understand, because we try to see everything in the light of this material world, conditioned world. We try everything, we try to speculate of or to find mistakes. But we have to be very careful when one meets such high-class devotees. And it is up to us, you know. If we are sincere, searching for the real thing, we will get it. If we just want to speculate and want to find out how to enjoy better, and how to get, then you will not understand anything. Because the material world is created for those who want to enjoy here. And they want not enjoy that Krishna enjoys. They want themselves to be the enjoyer. So that's because of this we are not able to understand the higher. Because surrender, Guru Maharaj always said it so many times. This is not an easy thing. We are not giving up. We are thinking we are learned, we are know this, we have understood anything or something. But actually in reality we have not understood anything about the transcendental plane. So we need the help of those who are coming from the transcendental plane. As the Bhagavad Gita is said, Tatvidi pranipatena pariprasnena sivaya upadikshandi jnanam jnaninastatadashina. If you want to know the truth, you have to approach a real sadhu. And you must ask question in a sincere, in a humble state and sincere, and serve him. It's not that the service the sadhu is receiving for himself. It's just a connection between the transcendental plane and the external plane of this world. So these things we will not accept so easy. Because if this would be right, then we have to change many things in our life. So we are at the beginning level. And why he can show you this? Why? Because he has seen the truth. He is a member of this world. He is not under control of the external world. He is fully realized and has surrendered to the Lord. So in this way we can approach when we are sincere. Something more. Otherwise we can finish here. Jai Sri Damodar Vata Ki Jai. Tomorrow is Ekadashi. Very auspicious. We should the last one in Kartik month.